What are you doing? What are you doing back there? What are you doing? Silly. Wow, found a whole supply of sticks. You're gonna build. Are you gonna build? Good job. Put away. Yay! Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, and I am very tired. I don't really know why, except that because the weather has gotten so much hotter, like today's supposed to be 90, I'm having to shift my sleep schedule so that I can take Smokey out and it's not the heat of the day. Even 10 o'clock is getting kind of rough. And it's that gradual incline of getting acclimated back to Tucson heat, which I do not look forward to. So yeah, like a very tiring, exhausted day of dialysis. Sometimes that happens, regardless of how you might be feeling, what you're eating, what you're doing, stuff like that. Just it ends up that you're just exhausted. I think you remember me saying that there are times when you feel like you're 9 months pregnant, and other times you do dialysis and you don't feel anything. This is a heavy day. That's what I call it, when it's just like bothersome and annoying and like, ugh. So that's my day today. Yesterday though, I was up at 3:30. And I decided not to go back to sleep because that's the danger zone for me. Like 3:30 to 7, I can like really zonk out and then just be completely over my schedule. So yesterday, again, I was up and then I had a full day. I laid down twice trying to sleep, but there was so much going on in my head that I couldn't. And so I stayed up, and then we had the jam. And so I don't think we got to bed till 11:30, which wasn't very wise. But at the same time, sometimes after music or after an event, you have to like mentally calm down your senses. And so we do that with watching TV. Although I did take Smokey yesterday for his 30-minute walk, which was really great. And a friend of mine and I were debating about walking because walking is so good. Like, it is so good for your body. It's a basic activity that they claim affects your whole body. And it's gentle on the muscles. It's like mentally refreshing. Walking is just super great. I think in the morning too, when the sun's rising, it's kind of like a dawning of the new day. So like, there's a lot of very positive things to it. And this was my first walk with him over, I don't even know when the last time I did a full walk with him was, and my body is so tired. And I'm like, it wasn't even bad. Like, sometimes he'll pull, but he's really trained very well because I need to have help and I need to have other people walk him, or if other people walk him, as simply as Ben, or Ben's man size though, so he's good, but Donnie is my size, so you know, I remind Smokey, like, don't pull, because he could pull you right down the steps and not think about it, you know. So he has different commands he knows to do, but at the same time, I'm like, how am I so sore from walking him in our usual pattern for 30 minutes? But I feel like I worked out. My legs are so sore. I don't know. Maybe we did a brisk walk and I didn't realize it. I don't know. Also, I fasted yesterday until about 10:30 because for some reason I got so hungry I could barely stand it. And so I just was famished that we ended up stopping by QT and grabbing just a little bite. And but basically yesterday I did fast all day, and this morning I didn't see a significant change in weight. And then today I'm going to make pho, and hopefully that will help my system feel better, because it's weird. It's like I feel very almost achy in my muscles, and that could be potassium. But yesterday, no, the day before, I did eat a banana and an avocado, so I don't feel like that should be a real, like, it shouldn't be so low that I'm affected, but I don't know, we'll see. That's crazy. That's the life of dialysis. Anyways, I'm going to go in here real quick. As you can tell, we're in the car. I'm going to get my hair cut. Well, we're back. And I'm doing my exchange and got my hair cut. Ran into Albertsons and grabbed my baby bok choy. And I'm excited to eat some pho because I am really, really hungry. I do feel a little bit better. I think a lot of times when you're so exhausted, if you can manage to get out the door, sometimes that's just the best medicine, I think. But there are times, like you guys have seen, where I just can't even get off the couch. And so you definitely don't want to punish yourself for that either. But I am glad that I pushed myself and I went to the hair salon and got my hair trimmed up. And then, you know, going into Albertsons, it was nice to just kind of get the things I needed and then kind of see other stuff, you know. And I think seeing other people is also a mood shifter, at least for me. And I didn't really even talk to anybody. I was just kind of like in and out. But something that can happen while you're on dialysis is that you can get depressed. And because our life is shifted and we're constantly thinking about dialysis, in a sense, it's easy to just tuck in and not get out and not do anything because you're so tired. Or I first started dialysis, I was working out a lot because my system hadn't quite kicked into the dialysis part yet. And I remember posting that I was working out and stuff, and there was a couple of gals that commented and said that they were really tired on dialysis, and so that they felt too tired to work out, and they were applauding that I was doing that. And at that point of frame, my frame mind at that point was just very like, you know, just do it. And now looking back, I'm like, oh, I get what they were saying. It is so tiring at times. Other times it's not quite so tiring, but definitely I can totally empathize with what they're saying, because it's like, how did a simple walk kick my butt? You know. But yesterday was very emotionally charged because I had to go to the gym and I had to do some on-stage things, and so things like that keep my mind going. And so a lot of times I can't even shut it down to recoup, in a sense. So I noticed that I do have to force myself to go out, even if it is just to walk. And I did stop by and I saw Charlie for a second. And, you know, just those types of interactions can be so helpful if you're starting to feel depressed. Maybe calling somebody, having people definitely in your corner who you can reach out to. And when I first started dialysis, I was very much very vocal about it. Like, anybody who meets me knows I'm on dialysis and to drink your water. So my good friends have always been very supportive, and I'll call them or I'll text them or I'll meet them for something. This week's weird too because I didn't make Glenda for breakfast Tuesday. She's working the fair, and so that's kind of thrown off my schedule a little bit and my personal social time. So I value that so much, and when it doesn't happen, I feel a little bit off. But when you add dialysis on top of that, and then the heat of the weather, or, like today, it looks like it's going to be cloudy outside. All these factors can come into play. Seasonal depression is a big thing. And then fatigue, So all of it snowballs sometimes into something. And so it is important that you do have those people you can reach out to. Maybe somebody you can meet just for a cup of coffee. Somebody you can go take a walk around the block with. Might even be your dog. Just to make sure that your mind isn't going into a darker spot, because we are human, and kidney disease is lifelong. And it can become overwhelming, especially when you're so fatigued. And I think that we naturally think, like, I shouldn't feel like this, or I should be more proactive, or I should be working out, or all these shoulda things. And the reality is that that was our past life, and this is our life now. And so embracing it every day and saying, you know what, today I had to rest. And I'm thankful that I do have a partner that I can say, like, there's no dinner. Or just stop by on the way home and grab yourself a carne asada burrito because I'm not cooking. Or I just feel like going out to eat tonight, or whatever the case may be. And he's totally down with that, making sure that his part of my disease, in a sense, is just understanding, because there's some days where I just can't even muster the energy to cook anything. And so, that's also important, but also communicating that to your partner, because, some people might feel slighted that there's no dinner on the table, especially because we're home all day, whatever the case may be. But communicating with the people you live with. I mean, there's been lots of times I've had to tell Ben, like, I'm too tired, you're going to have to walk home. And he's good with it, and he understands it, he knows. And I think it's good for kids to know that. It's good for them to get built in, and to have them have empathy. And then, like your friends contacting them and saying, today I just feel blah. And hopefully they'll be able to help you either get out of that, or converse with you, or chat up, whatever, however you do it. Or sometimes you could do a craft, learn something that you have not done, or, going on YouTube and learning something new. So anyways, I'm going to go take a nap. This is my second exchange. It looks like my bag is almost empty, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and take a nap and then make my pho. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Drink your water.